India is incredibly well known for its beautiful costumes and ornate jewelry. And that's what makes Little India here in Queens the perfect place to window shop. Located at 74th Street, Global Jewelers is just one place to shop for fine Indian jewelry, which is known for its intricate designs in 22-karat gold. In the Indian culture, giving and receiving jewelry is very important. Well, I'm here with Achala with Global Jewelers, and she's going to share with us a little bit more about the history and the tradition of Indian jewelry. Absolutely exquisite.
This is a wonderful piece made in India, especially made in 22-karat gold.
It really is. Now, is most Indian jewelry made of 22-karat gold?
Yes, they are, because it's a semi-soft metal, and it's easier to work on it.
Now, one of the things I've always wondered, I've seen a lot of Indian women wearing little nose rings, and I've also seen some with like chains and things. Was there any cultural tradition behind that?
Yes, a lot of Indian women wear this when they get married.
So if I were a bride, like getting married, I would wear this, and this would tell everyone, hello, I'm beautiful, I'm getting married.
Yes, and naturally everyone would know that you're a bride. This is called Jhumar. I'm sure, Julie, you look gorgeous. Look at this. Wow. Stunning beauty.
Do I look like a beautiful bride?
Yes, you do. Once she gets married, then she turns up wearing a small ring or a small stone in her nose.
Thank you so much for letting me try on this incredible jewelry. I felt like a queen.
Thank you, Julie, for coming and talk about the customs behind it.
Thank you. For more information on Indian jewelry and Global Jewelers, check this out. Now we're going to look into the traditional dress of India, the sari. Located at 3739 74th Street, Sahil Sari Palace is just one place in Little India to buy a sari, or the traditional dress in India. It's what many Indian women wear. Well, I'm actually here with Daisy at the store Sahil. Now, what is a sari? I've heard of people say that they're wearing a sari.
Actually, sari comes 6 yards, so you have to wrap.
So a sari is actually 6 yards of material that you just wrap around you?
Yes.
And you wear it as an outfit?
Yes.
Could you show me how to wear one?
Yeah, I can show you.
What's your name and sign? You got a name, that's fine. I'ma change your mind. I'm a front runner, I don't stand in line. I might wine, dine, and make you mine. You can take your time, we can do it slow. You can pack your bags now and we can go. I grind for the dough, yeah, I stay on the road. So I won't give you roses, I'll give you rolls. I'm not trying to be a player, get your number, call you later. If it works in my favor, it could lead to something major. I can have you floating on cloud 9, no aviator. My intentions is much greater. My East Indian princess being crowned in the West, yes. Kick your feet up, feel the need to rest. In a home with 90210 ending the address. May I suggest you slide with me, take over and check.
Daisy, thank you so much for telling us about the Indian wardrobe and letting me try on some beautiful things. We really appreciate it. So if you want more information on the awesome places we checked out today, write this down. We're actually going to check out some incredible Indian and Pakistani artwork here at the Queens Museum of Art, located in Flushing Meadow Corona Park, can be reached by taking the number 7 train. The museum's Fatal Love exhibit offers an examination of work of some of the most important and emotionally charged artists in the Northeast United States. It's presented in conjunction with the Edge of Desire Recent Art in India exhibit that's hosted by the Asia Society. Both exhibits feature contemporary photography, print, video, and web-based works of art from about 28 emerging and established American artists of South Asian descent. Now here to show us around is Prerana, who's the Director of Public Events. Now I know we are going to start off with this spot right here. What are we looking at?
Well, this is a magic carpet as created by Iftikhar and Elizabeth Dadi, who are Pakistani-American artists. They came here and saw the panorama, which is the largest architectural model in the world, has all 5 boroughs, and they thought, wow, this is like really, flying on a carpet, a magic carpet. So they created a magic carpet for this room, for this exhibit.
Isn't it amazing? And just standing right here, you really do feel like you're on the carpet. And look at this. This is so cool, even especially at night in New York City.
Yeah, you really feel like, you're in Aladdin or Alibaba, and you could just get on here and kind of, ride away and And it's also like a metaphor for immigration, this ability to kind of cross borders and have adventure and maybe even find riches.
You know, while I can't read the writing, this looks like the New York subway system.
Well, you're right. It is the New York subway system, which can be confusing for even a long-time resident. But when you're a new immigrant to New York, the subway system can seem like, you know, it's written in another, you know, like Greek. So she came from Pakistan, and this writing is actually Urdu. And so she created a subway map with her own notations in Urdu. And in a way, that was how she learned about the city and explored the city on the train. So this is kind of like a piece that represents making the city her own.
Now, what is this?
That painting on the wall is all about the interconnection of plant life and human culture. This art piece has gone beyond that and said that actually we have to think of the question of our interconnectedness with nature. Here the artist Pushpamala N is doing a kind of play role acting where she's thinking about stereotypical images of Indian women, the bandit, the traditional kind of village woman, or as goddess, and in here in a kind of campy Bollywood film still. There's so many ways in which Indian women get depicted, and so she's playing around with all those different roles.
Wow, this is beautiful. It's like a moving picture.
That's exactly right. This is Shazia Sikandar's spin. She was trained in Indian and Persian miniature painting, and that's why you see such an exquisite background rendering, because that's how the Indian miniature style works. She always mixed different religions' symbols in there, so there was always a little trick in there, and now she's turned those still images into a moving animation. One thing I enjoyed about curating this exhibit is that we got to put art in all the unlikely places. So wherever you go in the museum, you're going to see some art, even in the ladies' bathroom. Do you want to take a look?
Yeah.
So a lot of people come in here and they're like, why are there teapots in the bathroom? And they're actually not teapots, they're lotas. And in India and in Pakistan, people use these, fill them up with water, and use it to wash after they go to the bathroom as opposed to toilet paper. In the transition, sometimes people are ashamed to show their American friends that they still use the lota, so they try and disguise them and, you know, put toothbrushes in them so that people don't really know what they are. Now this is a sari, which is a traditional Indian garment for ladies. Mm-hmm. It's usually handmade on a loom, and the design is also traditional to specific villages. And this one is made kind of tongue-in-cheek by bottle caps, and the idea, I think, is about what is the role of a handmaid in a society where most items are made by machines. So I wanted to show you this final piece, which is kind of an homage to the traveling cinema, and this is how they brought Hindi films to the villages and kind of faraway locations. Everything was kind of wheeled in, and a tent was created, and people would pay coins or whatever little they had to go see the movies. So it points to the history of how important film and film culture is to India.
Wow, well, Prayeran, I just want to say thank you so much for showing us around this incredible exhibit.
You're welcome. I hope you enjoyed it.
Not only are there exhibits in the bathroom, but in the elevator as well. Now, admission to the museum is by suggested donation, and while they don't require it, I'm going to give them $3. Now, if you want more information on the exhibits here at the Queens Museum of Art, check this out.